Alright, match 4. On the play. Let's see, we have Midnight Guard, Sprout Swarms, Life Gain, lands, let's keep it. Now we just need a Midnight Presence, or a Presence of Gone rather. And if we're playing against an aggro deck and we have 2 active Wardens with Sprout Swarms in hand, that's just going to be a game. Tree of Tails looks like an Affinity deck. Well, when I say aggro deck, I meant like goblins. Affinity with the 4/4s might be able to outpace our life gain, especially with Fling. Alright, let's attack. Or Stompy. Stompy or Goblins was basically the only ones I was thinking of. Alright, tap land. Pick that up. Next turn I can play Midnight Guard, or I can play Essence Warden plus Journey, depending on what they do. Springleaf Drum. Affinity count at 3. Frogmite for 1. Affinity count at 4. Frogmites are free now if they have them. Thoughtcast is 1 mana. Galvanic Blast, okay, stopping some life gain. Since they got rid of our Soul Warden, that seems to me that they're going to drop multiple creatures, which means I could take the more conservative play of Essence Warden's Soul's Attendant here, instead of playing the Midnight Guard and trying to combo off as quickly as possible. Also, with the Springleaf Drum on the table, I'm highly incentivized to Journey to Nowhere this Frogmite. Alright, I'm going to take the greedy play. I'm going to go Essence Warden, Journey to Nowhere, and shut off their mana production. I'm going to remove an affinity count of 1 to make Mirror Enforcers more difficult to cast. And I'm going to take away their non-green colored mana, unless they have a different land they can play next turn, because the Springleaf Drum won't be active. Hey, success! They passed without doing anything. Looks like the greedy play was the correct one there. Alright, Midnight Guard time, since it's much more mana efficient than a Soul's Attendant. They probably have no counter magic, because Affinity basically has no counter magic, at least in the main deck. But I still don't want to waste a Sprout Swarm just yet, just for 2. Even though I could. It would help get the other Sprout Swarm online faster. I think I'll just save it in hand. They found a land drop, so they have affinity count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Metacraft is turned on. I'm kind of confused since they're just now playing their 3rd land on turn 4, and they're just now playing Carapace Forger. They could have played this last turn, or they could have played this last turn. Maybe they accidentally F6 through their turn, though. That kind of makes sense. Okay, Presence of God. Alright, so Galvanic Blast, or you lose. I could wait longer, maybe until they tap out, but that's just giving them more time to draw to Galvanic Blast, so I'm going to make them use this right this second. Otherwise I get infinite tokens and infinite life. Boop. Turn 5, infinite. Unless they have the Galvanic Blast and they're just now realizing I can go infinite. And I'm actually only going to get 1 or 2 out of this. We'll see. Even if they have a main deck Electrickery, they're not going to be able to beat infinite life. Alright, well I'm going to tap this about, I don't know, till I get to like 100 life or something, so I'll fast forward the video for you and come back whenever I'm done tapping this. Alright, so I'm going to stop here. This is definitely enough to kill unless they can Electrickery, and if they do Electrickery it's a pretty decent chunk of life, so I should still have a big advantage in this game even if they're able to. Prophetic Prism. Perilous Research, okay. Frogmite for free. Alright, they passed the turn. Alright, we'll attack for 30. Save some back in case they have some way to generate mana instant speed plus Tingle. Okay, and we win. Not sure why they didn't concede there. Maybe they just wanted to use up a little bit of our clock. Whatever the reason. It's over now, so we get to sideboard. Alright, Aerial Volley. No need for that, just for the 3/2 flyer. Somber Hoverguard, don't want this card. Circle Protection Red, just against Galvanic Blast, and Atog is not quite good enough. I guess I could use it against Atog, potentially, so I don't have to block it. That's certainly a thought. It doesn't... it protects against Fling too, but only if I leave up enough mana at all times. I'll think about Circle Protection Red. Journey to Nowhere is definitely a good thing to think about. God's Willing, their removal is targeted, Galvanic Blast. So that could be good. Gleeful Sabotage, I definitely want all 4 of those for sure. Spider Silk against Electrickery could be good. So what is not good? It seems like most of our deck is good against them. Generating 1/1s once a turn for free with Sprout Swarm or Selesnya Evangel is pretty good since it chump blocks much bigger creatures, 4/4s. They don't have Trample unless they have Temur Battle Rage. They don't have ways to get around us unless they have Somber Hoverguard or Fling or Temur Battle Rage. I want all the Gleeful Sabotages. The question is whether I also want Circle Protection Red, the 4th Journey, God's Willing, more Spider Silks for Electrickery. I have a lot of hard choices to make. Let's take out the Value Scatters. Let's take out Selesnya Evangel. It's a good card, but not quite good enough, potentially. I think I do. I think I'm going to take out Essence Warden for additional Spider Silks, since Electrickery is just so likely for them to have. And the life gain is nice when it's infinite, but not when it's not infinite. Do I want to take out more of these for Circle of Protection Red, additional Journey, or God's Willing? Yeah, I guess I do. Let's forget the God's Willing for now, since I don't have that much targeted removal. Let's do it like this, and we will submit. Alright, Sanctuary is our only land, so we cannot keep. This hand is keepable, though. We have Gleeful Sabotage and potentially the ability to Conspire it. They mulligan to 4, which means we should have time to be able to Conspire this Gleeful Sabotage and hit their lands. Circle Protection Red. I know it's a sideboard card, but it's better later whenever they're threatening Fling or Temur Battle Rage or Atog damage. Let's go with our 1-drop. Unfortunately, Gleeful Sabotage will not take out an Indestructible Darksteel Citadel. Ichor Wellspring, that's another thing I do not want to blow up. So I could Gleeful Sabotage as a single land here, but I'd rather wait till I can Conspire it. I'm going to get greedy. So County Garden. I could go with a non-buyback Sprout Swarm here if I like. I don't think our opponent can get it out of our hand. They could have some sort of sideboard counter magic they brought in. I'd rather just attack for 1 here anyway, I think. Although, I guess I can do both. Yeah, because I'm getting this plant token. Never mind. Alright, Carapace Forger. Unfortunately, I still can't Conspire Gleeful and actually hit 2 things I want to hit, so I'm going to save it another turn. Go ahead and cast this Sprout Swarm. And now I can Sprout Swarm with buyback, or I can Spider Silk. And I think I'm going to take this opportunity to Spider Silk. Protect myself from Electrickery before they find a red source. bash us upside the head for 4. We fall to 19. Frogmite for 1 mana. Presence of Gond. Okay. Can't play Pallid yet. I'm going to Gleeful with these 2 targets, I believe. Sprout Swarm is also nice, but I want to go ahead and hit a land while I can, while they're still needing their mana. Taking out a random creature is also good in case they top deck a Springleaf Drum. Since they aren't going to want to tap their 4/4, they'd rather be attacking with it. And I'm not going to be casting this Sprout Swarm without buyback since that wastes it. So I'll attack for 1 and pass. Alright, and they concede. Can't find another land drop, and we were able to kill one of their land drops, so excellent. 3-1 is an excellent place to be, and we are on to match 5.